Hello, Nahin.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you so much for doing this. It's really great to meet you in person. I see you all over the Facebook group, the official Facebook group. I see some of your posts, and I've seen you in training videos too. When I first got hired with GOGOKID, and we had to watch those training videos. And so it's nice to meet you in person, though, in real life.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and ruin this professional image by having this interview. But yeah,
All right. So
let's
why don't
let's see
you
how
tell
this
me a
goes.
little bit about you first?
All right. I'm 26 years old. I came to China because I wasn't really certain of what I wanted to do after I graduated. So
Oh.
originally I did like computer science, and then I transitioned over to education while I was here. Um, so I did my grad cert in TESOL, and then I did my master's in education. Um, Apart from that, I don't take a lot of things seriously, or I try not to. I have a very good sense of humor. Um, I like to play around, always love catching up with friends. I try not to make excuses to catch up with friends. And my favorite sport of choice is parkour.
Parkour. So what is parkour?
Um, it's essentially trying to get from one point to another without injuring yourself.
Do you do this on wheels or how do you do this?
No, you run, you jump. It's basically like urban gymnastics. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was some kind of skateboarding thing. It's not. It's
No, I do enjoy skateboarding, but I'm not that good at it.
parkour. Okay. So is this something you do like professionally? Like, do you compete?
No.
No.
No. I just enjoy like mucking around and playing around. So
Oh.
I don't know so many moves, but just to go out and have some fun with like a group of friends in, let's say, some outdoor location, and then we try to just challenge ourselves to get a certain jump, to do a certain flip. And it's more of a mental battle than a physical battle because I think that a lot of people have the physical capabilities, but it takes a long time to get over the mental capabilities.
That's awesome. So I am sure you could relate that to other areas in your life besides just physical fitness.
Hmm. I always try to challenge myself regardless of what I'm doing.
Right. What do you like about working with GoGo Kid? It sounds like you guys have fun there. When I see your posts, you and Money Tree Mike seem to have really good times there.
Well, Mike's basically like my brother, so
Oh,
that's fine. Like he sits next to me. We're always like joking with one another. I think my favorite part about working with GoGo Kid, well, specifically with like the teacher operations team, because that's like my team.
okay.
I find that many of us kind of communicate like a family. So there is always going to be work to do, but as long as we can sort of work together to try to solve each of the problems that we face, then that's eventually going to be done. And I think it's more about communication. We know how to talk to each other. We know how to sort of approach different problems
Hmm.
or try to figure out a solution to a problem.
I know GoGo Kid is a small company. Are you guys really busy?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
tend to be quite busy. The teacher operation team, well, tends to be busy depending on what's happening in other parts of the company. But like we've always got something to do. I know that there are many sort of areas in the company. However, I only work with the teacher operations team, so I don't really know 100% of what's happening in the other parts of the company. Um, I know that we moved office twice in a year because
Wow.
of the number of employees that we have. So I think that's an indication in itself that we are ramping up and getting busier.
I'm getting emails from people in the office late their time. So I'm like Dana,
Yeah.
and like last night she was messaging me something and it was midnight her time. I said, you need to go to sleep.
Yeah, this tends to happen a lot. Like a lot of the workers may stay here until 10 o'clock at night, and
Oh.
they may take that work home with them depending on what they're working on.
Hmm.
Um, so normally I would end up looking at the Facebook posts or responding to like certain people at midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning,
Wow.
which is fine, but it's fine as long as they don't expect like an immediate response from me, like in terms to like in regards to their problem, because I
Mhm.
can't actually do anything when I'm sitting at home.
Right. Right. So what you say you're with teacher operations and you also, it sounds like, manage the Facebook group. What exactly do you do? What specifically do you do for GoGoKid?
Hmm. This is always a tough question to answer.
I feel like it's probably a little bit of a lot of different things.
I've eventually evolved into this kind of jack of all trades. So I do the orientation videos. I do other videos wherever they need some help with those. I do a lot of editing, proofreading, writing. I do programming, but like so to send out all of the breakdown emails for all the teachers that involves programming, which I made this long program. And I also am adept at like let's say creating video and video editing and all of that. So it's really a lot of everything. Just
Yeah, it sounds that way.
um, if they give me a task, then I'll try my best to achieve it. Yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha. And so, are there any other types of videos that you're interested in doing? Like, are you interested in doing any of your own videos? Have you thought about doing YouTube or anything like that?
Well, the first thing that came to mind when he told me this was like do like a jackass kind of video. But like I think being injured would not be very good. So
No, no, don't be injured.
no, I think I would love to one day like make some comedy videos or like create
Oh,
some skits online. Um, because that's more in tune with my personality. So one day, maybe I don't know, maybe in 10 years' time, I'll try to release a sitcom or something.
oh, fun, fun. So I don't know if you know, you probably are aware, but there are a bunch of teachers that have formed a little fan club over you. They, I and they will be very excited to see this and to learn more about you. So, what would you want to say to them?
I never thought I'd have a fan club. Thank you for supporting me, and mm, I really should go to the US. And if I do go to the US, then we should all catch up, get some milkshakes or whatever, and yeah, then you can see me in person and we can go out and do something. I don't know.
Absolutely. Have you ever been to the US?
No, but my family has, and I'm like,
Oh, you need to come. You need to come visit.
yeah, my little brother and my stepdad, they went to the US last year. They didn't even tell me. I was like, what? My little brother called me. He was like, oh, I'm in Texas, and I was like, in Texas?
Wait, why'd they go to Texas of all the places in the US?
That's a very good question. I still don't have like a solid answer for this.
I would think New York or California. Texas?
I think my stepdad has some family in Austin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Hmm.
so I guess that,
That would
but
explain
like
it.
he has family everywhere, so I don't know.
We are spread throughout the whole country on these Facebook groups, so you should definitely come. They did a meetup, and I went to one in Boston. What was that, around 4 months ago or so, 5 months ago? A few people from the
I
office, Leanne
Yeah,
and
I remember
Irene.
Irene and
Mhm.
Josh went, I believe. Yeah.
Yes, yes, the three of them. So next time you should be the one that goes.
Yeah. Boss, that would be great. I would love to go to America for free.
Okay, so I have to ask you one kind of funny question. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Oh, oh. I love these kinds of questions. Um, all right. I don't know if you've ever seen the show Heroes. That like I think it was an NBC show back in the day about like people that like woke up with superpowers. There was one character on the show, and his name was Hiro Nakamura, and he had the ability to stop time. So for me, that would be my like power of choice, the ability to stop and control time.
Whoa, that's pretty cool. So what would you do? You would stop time and then
Oh, I'd like be chaotic.
you'd be a bad superhero, right?
I would be neither good nor evil. I would just be purely like just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
I would probably invest in stocks and then go like 1,000 years in the future and, have a bunch of money. Well, I don't know. I could see everything. I could learn about like the true origins of the universe and yeah, I think it'd be cool.
I think you're right. That's pretty cool. That's exciting. I would go back in the past and buy Microsoft stock and Apple stock.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or Google. Yeah.
Yes, one of those. Yeah, definitely. Awesome.
I would just become like BFF with Bill Gates. Like,
right.
I'd be like, you know what a good name for a company is? Microsoft. Trust me, it'll catch on.
You don't have to pay me a salary. Just give me stock. That's fine.
Yeah.
And
then there'll be like all these news reports about like, who is this mysterious guy that owns 50% of Microsoft stock? It's like, and then I'll just reemerge one day. It'll be fine.
There you go. I like it. I like it. Good answer. Okay, and one more thing. What is something people think about you that is not true?
That's a good question. A lot of people think that I drink, but actually I don't drink alcohol. So.
Oh, not at all, huh?
No, not at all. So that's kind of like one thing that people often assume about me. They're like, "Oh, but I thought you drink all the time." I was like, "Why?" They're like, "Just the way that you talk and stuff." I was like, "What?" Oh, all right.
Well, good for you. Good for you for not drinking. It's not healthy.
Try to stay healthy. Relatively.
You have to stay fit to do the parkour, right?
Oh, you do, but like being lazy is fine. It's only like in short bursts. You don't need to be like a marathon runner. You just need to be fit enough to do like a minute of exercise.
I gotcha. Where do you see yourself maybe 5 or 10 years in the future?
Well, to be honest, either further up the chain in this company. Other than that, maybe a programmer, because my original degree was in computer science. So maybe I would start a company, or I would like write a sitcom, or I would, I don't know. There's so many possibilities for where I could be in 10 years' time.
That's awesome. Yeah, and you're
it really
young.
just depends.
You could do anything.
Young and invincible for now.
Yes. Yes. So did you say that you were originally going to college for science, or did you mean computer science?
For computer science. Like if I ever went into some kind of biological science, I would go into genetics, because that field just blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like the ability to sort of alter specific parts within ourselves to change an overall outcome. It's almost as if you're playing The Sims. You're playing God. And I don't know why that sounds super exciting to me.
That's a little scary. It's exciting and scary at the same time.
Yeah, I guess so.
Cool. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you doing this.
Yeah, no worries. I'm glad to just have a chat and to talk to you today. All right. Well, it's been fun. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Okay.